The small rural town of Hanamori was known for its picturesque landscapes and tranquility. Nestled amidst rolling hills and lush greenery, it was a place where time seemed to stand still. However, beneath the calm facade, a dark secret lurked within the abandoned corridors of the old Japanese school. Years ago, the school had been a hub of laughter and learning, echoing with the voices of eager students. But now, its once vibrant halls stood silent and desolate, shrouded in an eerie atmosphere that sent shivers down the spines of anyone who dared to venture near. Rumors whispered among the locals spoke of an incident that had occurred decades ago. A young girl named Yuna had mysteriously vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and lingering sorrow. Many believed her spirit haunted the school, forever trapped within its walls. One moonlit night, curiosity gripped a group of brave teenagers. Ayako, a bold and adventurous girl, led the expedition to uncover the truth behind the school's haunting. She convinced her friends Hayato, Haru, and Kazuo to accompany her, assuring them it would be an unforgettable experience. As they approached the decaying building, a cold wind rustled through the surrounding trees, causing the leaves to dance eerily. The moon cast long shadows that seemed to stretch towards them like bony fingers. Ignoring their growing unease, the group pushed open the creaking doors and stepped into the darkness. The interior was suffocatingly silent, the only sound being their own heartbeats pounding in their ears. They moved cautiously, their flashlights illuminating the abandoned classrooms and empty corridors. The air felt heavy with anticipation as they ventured deeper into the school's forgotten past. Suddenly, a distant giggle echoed through the halls, freezing the group in their tracks. They exchanged nervous glances, their wide eyes reflecting a mixture of fear and curiosity. Ayako, determined to uncover the truth, urged her friends forward. As they explored further, they stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading to the basement. Reluctantly, they descended into the depths, their flashlights cutting through the thick darkness. The atmosphere grew more oppressive, and the air seemed to carry the weight of the past. In the basement, they discovered a small room adorned with faded paintings and weathered books. Among the relics of the past, they found a worn diary. Haru carefully opened it, her eyes scanning the pages. The diary belonged to Yuna, the girl who had vanished all those years ago. The entries told a haunting tale of bullying and loneliness, of a young girl tormented by her peers. The final entry detailed Yuna's decision to end her suffering, to seek solace in death. Tears welled up in Haru's eyes as she read the words aloud, her voice trembling with sorrow and regret. Suddenly, the room grew icy cold, and the faint sound of weeping filled the air. The group exchanged terrified glances as the shadows around them seemed to come alive, swirling and contorting into menacing forms. Panic took hold as they realized they had awakened something dark and vengeful. A chilling wind whipped through the room, extinguishing their flashlights, plunging them into pitch darkness. In the blackness, they could feel a presence looming over them, its malevolence palpable. Desperate, they fumbled for an escape, their hands grazing the icy walls. Just as despair threatened to consume them, a feeble light flickered in the distance. Following it, they stumbled upon a hidden exit, gasping for fresh air as they emerged from the school's grasp. As they turned to look back, the old building stood silent once more, as if erasing the horrors that had transpired within. The group made a pact never to speak of that night again, haunted by the experience and the lingering sadness of Yuna's tragic tale. From that day forward, the school remained a place of fear and legend, its halls forever haunted by the forgotten shadows of the past. Years passed, and the group of friends grew distant, the memory of that fateful night fading with time. However, a dark secret still gnawed at their hearts. Unbeknownst to them, Yuna's vengeful spirit had latched onto their souls, refusing to let go. One by one, the friends began to experience strange occurrences. Haru would wake up in the middle of the night, paralyzed by an unseen force pressing down on her chest. Hayato would catch glimpses of a girl with sorrow-filled eyes standing at the edge of his vision, only for her to vanish when he turned to look. Kazuo started hearing whispered voices in his ear, beckoning him towards the abandoned school. Ayako, the one who had led them into the darkness, bore the brunt of Yuna's wrath. Every night she was tormented by nightmares of a vengeful spirit, her dreams turning into living nightmares as Yuna's icy grip tightened around her. The once bold girl became a mere shell of her former self, haunted by guilt and despair. Unable to bear the torment any longer, Ayako resolved to return to the school, hoping to find a way to appease Yuna's restless spirit. With a heavy heart, she entered the desolate halls once again, her friends unknowingly following in her footsteps. As Ayako reached the basement, the air grew still, and a sense of foreboding washed over her. The room where they had discovered Yuna's diary loomed before her, its darkness seemingly impenetrable. Summoning all her courage, she stepped forward, determined to face the vengeful spirit. But as she entered the room, Ayako's heart sank. The walls were adorned with new paintings, twisted and grotesque portraits of her and her friends, their faces contorted in agony. In the center of the room stood Yuna's ghostly figure, her eyes filled with rage and sorrow. "You thought you could forget, didn't you?" Yuna's voice echoed through the room, icy and filled with bitterness. "But I will never let you forget the pain you caused me." Ayako's friends rushed into the room, their eyes widening in terror as they beheld the horrifying scene. Yuna's wrathful spirit unleashed its fury upon them, haunting their every breath. Desperate pleas for mercy fell on deaf ears as they were enveloped in a never-ending nightmare. And as the walls of the old Japanese school closed in on them, sealing their fate within its malevolent grasp, their screams mingled with the echoes of the forgotten shadows, swallowed by the darkness that had claimed them. Hanamori's abandoned school remained a chilling reminder of the tragedy that unfolded within its walls. The whispers of the restless spirits, forever trapped in its haunting embrace, served as a warning to all who dared to enter, a grim testament to the power of unresolved sorrow and the everlasting grip of the forgotten shadows.